Now, Costa Cruises are next. An amazing 18-night journey over to Rio as well. So let's first of all, though, take you on board and just talk through that wonderful Costa experience. But before we do, we actually have 2 nights, an amazing 5-star hotel on the one and only Copacabana Beach. I knew you were going to do that, Keith.
Oh, I love it. A bit of Barry.
Yeah,
oh, I mean, you know, you can see why he sung about it, why he was so happy. Look at that column towards that sand. You've got Sugarloaf Mountain there, framing everything. These azure turquoise waters. You know, you've got Ipanema nearby, and the wonderful girl that hangs out there occasionally. You can go skydiving off the top of some of these mountains. You can go and hang out with the beach beautiful people that surround this part of the world. Definitely go and try the churrasquilla, which is the delicious grilled meats. They just keep on bringing them out until you say, I'm stuffed, I can't eat any more, which sounds a bit like my Christmas. And, you know, it's just an incredible opportunity to go and see this wonderful city, which is showcased so beautifully by the World Cup earlier on this year.
And imagine you're going to be there in a 5-star hotel for 2 nights.
I know, it's incredible. And you know, it's called the Marvellous City, and you know, you're going to see why. Okay, so you've had that 2 nights there, which is what a great start to your holiday, already topping up the tan, and then you're heading out on board the Costa Favolosa for 16 nights cruising.
And again, well, an amazing itinerary. Wow.
Really good. Relaxing day at sea to enjoy the ship. But we're going to see this ship now. We're going to see the company. This is Costa, another Italian cruise line. This time, they are owned by Carnival, who are the largest cruise company in the world, over 100 ships. And these are big, bright, fun ships to enjoy. Again, with that international Italian flair.
And if you have never cruised with Costa, I mean, they have got an amazing reputation across the world, haven't they?
They really do, yeah. And they call it cruising Italian style. They have the flavours of the Mediterranean represented in their cooking. They've got a 4D cinema, which you're seeing there. Wonderful Balinese-inspired spas, where literally you can get any kind of treatment, you name it. You know, all the cures, all the medicures, pedicures, you name it. Again, beautiful, beautiful surroundings with these wonderful glass elevators and very open environments. People sometimes think they're going to be cramped on a cruise ship, and nothing could be further from the truth, because they're so big, they're so beautiful, and there's always so much space for you to enjoy.
I mean, if you want to find a busy bar, you'll always find one, but if you want a nice quiet corner, a nice quiet bar...
And isn't that the great thing about cruising? Yeah. You can make it what you want, Sean, and that's the amazing thing. A cruise can be whatever you want it to be, and certainly with Costa, they've got this great entertainment that we're seeing pictures of here. You know, international...
And that's a big part of it for me. I love the fact that you've got an amazing, you know, evening meal every single night, and then a fantastic show.
Absolutely.
You know, all free.
And again, you know, if you were in a hotel, you wouldn't get that in the hotel. You know, you maybe get the meal, but then you'd have to go out to the West End. You're going to get a West End show every night.
I've seen some really bad entertainment in hotels, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
But never on a cruise ship. The standards are right up there. So, beautiful ship, all of your food, all of your entertainment included, but... Another great thing about cruising, you get to see so much of the world.
You do, that's right. You unpack once and get to see all these different places. So we're heading out at sea before we go to Salvador. Beautiful place, the first colonial capital of Brazil, full of African rhythms, and capoeira. This is the birthplace of capoeira, that wonderful martial art dance. You must go and watch a performance and see lots and lots of different churches with an abundance of gold leaf and amazing beaches, as always with Brazil. Then we're going through to your next port of call. That's Maceió. This is one of the up-and-coming hot destinations at the moment in the northeast of Brazil, and it's beautiful. It's a modern city set on the beachfront. Just look at those beaches there. Gunja Beach is one of the best beaches, one of the highest rated beaches in the world if you check out travel websites and go onto the guides there. And you've got a great chance to also go through to Olinda, which dates back into the 16th century and is declared as a monument for Brazil because there's so much history. Beautiful place. So from Maceió you're then going through to Recife. And this is a city now of rivers, of bridges. It's known as the Venice of Brazil, really. Emerald green tropical waters, sun-drenched beaches, and amazing coral reefs if you like to dive. You've got Boa Viagem, which is one of the most famous beaches, right along the side there for you to enjoy. And you've also got a chance to head out and see the land of Ricardo Brand, one of Brazil's most famous sons and sculptors, and see some of his wonderful work in his complex of fountains. There's over 2,000 sculptures and fountains around this beautiful part of the world. Okay, then you're going to go for a relaxing day at sea before we then head out. Well, then we're heading back from there after a couple of days at sea, back over to the Canaries, and we're going through to Santa Cruz. And this is the Tenerife. This is a wonderful chance for 355 days of sun in a year. That's how many days of sun that the Canary Islands get. And here in Santa Cruz, you've got a great chance to head out to Laurel Park if you like the wildlife, or you can go and do a boat tour and you can see your silver dolphins there jumping out of the water, because a lot of the major sea life heads through this part of the world. So you just go on a boat tour and you can see whales and dolphins heading through.
You know, I love Tenerife. There's so many beautiful areas.
There really is, and the one you just seen there, Mount Teide National Park, that's Spain's highest mountain. It's an amazing park. You can take the cable car up and then you can walk back down and hike. It's an incredible place, really, really beautiful. And then the Orotava Valley if you want to go and try some of the banana plantations and vineyards. OK, we're then heading out from there to Funchal, one of my favourite destinations in the world. It's known as the hanging basket of the Atlantic. It's a flower-filled island. It was one of Winston Churchill's favourites. You can still go up to Reed's Palace and have high tea, an afternoon tea, just as Winston Churchill used to have it. The great thing as well about Madeira is you can take the cable car up to Monte, and then you can do the wicker toboggan back down. You're pushed by these two guys in traditional dress along these roads, and this car's coming the other way at times. It's quite fun, and they push you down, and it's really, really good fun. The whole island's full of flowers. You must try espadada, which is the beautiful, beautiful kind of Portuguese-style hanging beef on skewers. It's so moist, it just melts in the mouth. And beyond that, you can of course try Madeira's beautiful, famous wine. Go to a wine lodge and try some of the beautiful sweet wine there. It's a great place to go and enjoy. Relaxing day at sea before we then head back now to Spain, and this is Malaga. This is the sun-drenched Costa del Sol. How much sun could you have in a holiday? Brazil, over to the Canary Islands, now to Spain. You've seen the bull ring there because this is a more traditional area of Spain, and this is actually the best place in Spain to get tapas. You heard it from me first. The great thing to do is you can head up to Gibraltar Castle, which is right at the top, gives you amazing views through these cedarwood forests, and then you can walk back down through the Alcazaba, which is this wonderful Moorish 14th century set of gardens and castles which overlook the African coast before you head down to the famous cathedral, which is called the One-Armed Woman. I'm translating it because they run out of funds and they can only build one of the towers. It's an amazing place. It's also the birthplace of Picasso, so go and check out the museum there. And then relaxing day at sea, back to Marseille. I've already talked about Marseille. All I'm going to say again, try the fish stew and head into Provence. See what inspired Van Gogh and so many other great painters.
And then back, of course, to Savona. You disembark and you've got your flight, of course, to London. So many beautiful ports there.
It is. Well, this is great because the great thing is the ship's repositioning. So this is a one-off. You know, you're not going to get a chance to do these ports in this kind of order.
And don't forget, you've got all of that time on board this stunning, stunning ship, of course, as well, with amazing entertainment, amazing food. I'm looking at the decor.
Oh, it's incredible, and again,
so stylish.
Really, really beautiful, beautiful ship. You know, only launched in 2011, so she's brand spanking new. The Asian-themed spa is absolutely amazing. There's rave reviews about the spas and different treatments. You can even get your teeth whitened, you know.
I love the fact, looking at me as you said that, too. 18 nights. I'm just looking at ridiculously low price tag as well for 18 nights away. And just to remind you, this is what's included all of your return flights. Just work out what flights to Rio would actually cost you. We can, of course, provide you flights from most UK airports as well, and that generally can do that with the majority of cruises on offer. We are going to give you the 2 nights extra stay in that 5-star hotel on Copacabana Beach, and you're out on board for 60 nights as well.
Incredible.
It really is, and we often say, we said earlier, some of the best deals of the year are on the last show of the year right now, 2014. That one is amazing, isn't it? For under £1,300.